And we are live. Hello, welcome to the White App. I'm Longhair Linda, and I'm joined today by the amazing Rivers. How are you this evening?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much. How are you? You alright?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. I'm
Lovely.
interrupting your incredibly busy time at the moment because not only have you got general life happening, but you also have so many battles booked for such a short space of time.
Yeah.
So let's get started with the first one. So the first one coming up is on Rivalry versus Tali.
Yes, sir.
How has the prep been going for that? What are
Oh
you?
yeah,
What are
we're
you?
we're, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're working on the next battle. We're working on Surfer now. Like yeah, we're not.
Wow!
That's already sorted out. You know what I mean? Like
All written, all locked
Tali's.
in.
No, we're not all locked in. We're all written though. You understand?
Okay.
We're locking in that third at the moment. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's it. There's nothing more to. Tali's a person that inspires you anyway. You get someone like that, it's not hard to write and wanna, compete with them man there. So it was very easy for me to get into my bag. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm ready. I'm thinking about the next one. I'm just trying to manage my time very well, Lindo. You know what I mean?
I hear that. I hear that. Because yeah, like you said, you've then got Surfer
Yes,
on the
sir.
26th of Feb.
Indeed.
So that's the PB versus No Leash chat card. There was mention because obviously I had Tally on here yesterday. There was mention of you being compromised by PB because you're representing Premier Battles. Just wanted to kind of get your views on that, get your thoughts on
I
that.
don't know in what way we mean compromise, but
I think maybe a lot of people assumed that you would represent No Leash chat if you were to be on the card. That's
bro,
probably.
I'll be honest with you, yeah. Like I have so much love for the culture, and the culture loves me so much that I didn't even really have any say or any choice over that. I got told, "Do you want to battle Surfer?" I said yes.
Mhm.
They said, "Okay, it's on this date." Then I added two and two together. I said, "Raw, hold on a second. How's this gonna work?" So realistically, I didn't choose what side I was on. Realistically, also as well, I've done more Premier battles than I've done no loose chat battles. So it makes
Yep.
more sense.
And
If I'm
you were a
gonna
former champion.
Yeah, plus form chapter. If I'm gonna be split between the league where I've done one battle and the league where I've done like 8 battles, I think it makes more sense that way. Just as easy as I could say, if I'm gonna lean towards the league that's in my hometown above
Mhm.
the league that isn't, So I'm split. That's why you didn't hear no diss tracks from me in the whole of that little season, innit? Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Understand? Unless I did a diss track where I was dissing everybody on Prem and everyone on No Loose Chat. There's no point in me doing a diss track in it. I gotta be fair in it down the middle. Like
So would you
I'm
would you
I'm
have
the
just had
I'm
smoke for everyone?
say again.
Would you just have had smoke for everyone? You would have just had
Yeah,
diss
yeah,
tracks
that's
for
what I would have
absolutely
to do.
everyone.
I would have had to. I would have had to. That would have been the only thing that was fair in it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm the only battler of my kind, like dual band. You know when you get a dual band phone and that, and you can put in any type, you can put that SIM in, that SIM, it still works.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm the only battler that, as much as I'm high up on one side, I'm still high up on the other side, in it. So that's really what it is. There ain't no compromise. I've got both things on my back, and I'm moving forward, trying to see what else I can fit. So I don't know what the compromise talks about. You know what I mean?
Dope.
But
Okay. I think it was more of just a light-hearted thing. But yeah, no, I hear that. That makes sense. And you have battled a lot for Prem. You've put on some incredible performances for Prem as well. So yeah, I'm excited for that card. And then speaking of Prem, April 23rd, Absolute, you have an international battle with Joey Gambello.
man,
So first of all, that's a crazy announcement. That is amazing. I can't wait for that battle. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts going into that? Like, are you starting to think of things that you might, maybe some angles, maybe some things you might be thinking of saying to
do
him?
you know what it is? I compartmentalize so much that I haven't even really thought about Joey in like the capacity of like
That makes
certain
sense.
skill. Like I'm still trying to kill what's in front of me. Still, I believe like I'm trying to learn and gain from these battles before I can even think about Joey. That's
Hmm.
basically how I'm trying to do it. So when I get to lock in on him, yeah, it's peak. March is gonna be dedicated to him. I'm gonna dedicate my whole March to Joey. You know what I mean? So it's just getting these ones out the way first, and then we move on to that. Then we move on to whatever's next.
I hear that. No, that's a good way to do it because that was gonna be my next question is how the hell do you manage your time when you have not just so many battles kind of close together, but incredible opponents as well, like people you actually have material for that you actually want to write for and do well against. Not that you don't want to do well against other people, but do you know what I mean? It's like opponents that you want to actually be in
Inspiring
front
though.
of.
I think it's really inspiring when you've got like opponents that can kill you. You know what I mean? It makes you, it forces your creativity, forces you to evolve, it forces you to be better in it. So to me, I'm kind of addicted to that feeling of, you know, on the back against the wall, having to fight out and then coming out of it on the other side, feeling like you're accomplished. I'm addicted to that. So, you know, I would have lined up a battle for every month of this year already in January if I could, but it doesn't make sense to. You never know your trajectory after each battle. So a better opponent might be available for you. Why would you be booked up? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'm just on getting in there and killing and doing what I have to do best. I'm trying to build a legacy here. This shit's got to, you know, it's gonna go down in history when I'm done. That's what I'm trying
I
to do.
don't doubt that. Are you going for the Battle of the Year nomination then for 2022? Not nomination, but the win in 2022.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna say I'm going for the win, but I'm definitely gonna try and put in enough quality work to be part of the conversation, innit? Respectfully, you know what I mean? I feel like I might not battle as much as a bunch of people, but I believe that if I battle enough with a certain kind of quality and certain moments within the battle and break new ground, then I feel like I can definitely be in a conversation respectfully.
I hear that. Let me just say hello to a couple of people in the comments. So we got Joe Downey. What's going on? Good evening. Big up to you as well. No Loose Chat is in the building. Salute to No Loose Chat. We've got Read Between the Bars. Hello, hello. And Trubs has joined in the comments as well, saying Rivers with that warrior mentality, if I can get my words together.
You know, he was trying to say monster and mentality, but I like mentality. Yes. That's like a monster mentality.
We're keeping it. We're going to pretend like I was doing that on purpose.
I got mentality.
It's like next level. You've got mentality. Killing it. I love that. All right. So, I mean, yesterday when I spoke to Tali, he was saying, you know, that he was still prepping because he's kind of doing both for you know, prep for you and for Shotty later on in the month. But he did say that if something happened and someone called and said, hey, listen, change of plans, rivalry's happening tomorrow, he would be ready for you. Yeah. Now, you said all the writing's done, you're just locking in a third. Would you have that same energy? If Noli's chat rang now and said, listen, something's happened, it's now happening tomorrow, Brixton Jamm, would you be able to one, perform tomorrow, and two, beat Tali?
I'll be able to do it today.
All right.
If they told me, raw, boom, you got Tali and you got like an hour to get here, I'll be able to do this shit today. Understand? I'm that deep into my prep. It's not even that I don't know my third round. It's that I don't feel like I've gone through it enough to have it as tight as I want it to be in it. But yeah, I'd be ready. I could make myself ready today. You know what I mean? So yeah, like if they want to change up some things, we can do that. It will help my schedule out. You get what I'm saying?
Give you a bit more time in between. I hear that. So do you think Tali gets around?
No.
No, clean sweep, 3-0.
And I'm not saying like there's going to be a super huge gap in every round. I'm just saying I'm going to be better every round. There might be a round where he's closer, but he's still going to lose that round. That's what I'm saying. Respectfully. You know what I mean? It's not even me. I'm not even downplaying what Tali can do. I'm more promoting what I can do. That's really what it is. I would say this about anybody right now. So I don't want no one to be out here taking it personal. You could ask me this about anybody. I'll say the same thing. Respectfully, I'm taking all 3 rounds. You understand? There's certain people that I'll say, I'll body him. 3 rounds clear. He ain't getting nothing. I can't say that about Tali, but I will say I'm going to win all 3 rounds. That's the realest I can get.
What about same question for Templar Surfa?
Our Surfer's getting bodied. Fuck all of that. He's gonna get killed. Like Surfer is gonna die. Like this is a whole different death altogether. Because Surfer earned this death. You understand? Tali never really earned the coffin that Surfer earned. Like Surfer earned this one. You understand? Yeah.
How did he earn it? What did he do to earn the coffin?
Do you know what? I feel like you're gonna have to come on the 26th, and we're gonna delve right into the history of Rivers and Surfer. Let the jury decide if he earned it or not. You know what I mean? That's how we doing it.
Sheesh.
Kangaroo court, man. Literally, we got
Listen,
Joey.
we're gonna have our own instead of EFB court that they've been doing on the spaces on Twitter. We're gonna have to have our own one at Rebuild. That's gonna be crazy. Well, listen, I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm gonna do my best to not be anywhere near the stage so that I don't finish your bars for you, Rivers.
Oh yeah, for real.
That's the plan. That's the plan for this year.
On Linda, whenever I battle in my third round, second rounds, and that, you know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that Linda, because you're making me win battles. It's gonna look unfair. It's gonna look unfair.
Yeah,
that's it.
No, that's a resolution. That's the only resolution I had for 2022 was to not get so excitable when I'm at events. Okay, so we've got, by the way, people in the comments, people watching this now, if you go in the description, you will find links to buy tickets to go see Rivers perform versus Tali at Rivalry, and it's going to be at the iconic Brixton Jamm, February 5th, London. Tickets are, very well priced, and the link is right there. Same for Rebuild. That's going to be on the 26th of February. That's going to be in Manchester at the Mint Lounge. And there's also a link for Absolute, which is Premier Battles card that's happening on April 23rd. And that's going to be at the Bread Shed in Manchester. So there's links all in the description. You can find them all there if you want to see Rivers perform. And believe me, you do. You want to see Rivers perform. Shout out to Charlie Zoot in the comments. Salute to you as well. Young Lambrino says Rivers versus Bizzo for the Prem title this year. I'm calling it now. Well, there's going to be a title match with Koj.
What's that?
There's going to be a title match with Koj already, I was saying. So that's already happening in April.
We have to wait and see what happens with that before we even make any predictions on anything.
Would you be interested in going for the title again? Do you want to be the two-time champion of PB?
No, I do in it, but basically, I still feel like I need to do certain battles that push me to a certain level and put me in a certain space. And I feel like I don't want to take the belt if it gets in the way of that. You know what I mean? Because we never know. Like a guy could come up called Johnny Spaghetti, and he has a great year, but now he's earned a title shot because he's done something. And I have to turn down my battle with Loaded Lux or Daylight because Johnny Spaghetti's the next in line. Yeah, I'm saying. So these are the things that I kind of think about. But I would definitely like to, you know what I mean, be the champ again and tell people the real champ's got it. I'd definitely love to do
champ.
Do you know what it is? We're not calling it the champ if I get it back. We're calling it the restamp champ.
Restamp champ. Okay, restamp. Put that on a t-shirt. I'll wear it. I'll wear that. Come on, Chicken Connoisseur's dad says Rivers is number one, hands down, always bringing that fire.
Salute to the connoisseur's dad.
We've got Premier Battles in the chat saying squaw, and also says big up Johnny Spaghetti. Oh no, Spaghetti. Yeah. My bad. I fucked it up. I had one job. Joe Downey says Johnny Spaghetti just battled Mook. So maybe you might want to take this battle, Rivs.
I think it might be a good idea that I holler at Johnny Spaghetti and try and pattern up, because if he's got Mook, was that Mook or Moke? Because if it was Moke, I need to go and have a conversation.
I feel like it was Mook. I'm sure it was. Yeah, it was Mook. It was
I feel like Mook needs that battle more than Johnny Spaghetti needs that battle right now. Still, if I'm being honest.
If you're being honest, respectfully. Shout out Koj in the chat. I think he heard we were talking about the title for a bit too long, so he popped his head in. You know, we can't have that happening without his name mentioned. Okay, dope. All right, well, listen. Anything you want Tali to know about the 5th of February ahead of time?
On some real guy shit, yeah. I respect Tali. That's why you're not gonna see me online doing all that extra shit and all of that. I'm not doing that with Tali. You understand? I'm not doing it. Like, that's my guy. I feel like he's a warrior. This is like when the Gladiators, there's two guys that's been breaking faces in there, and it's like, well, why don't you lot match up? It's not even that they got anything against each other, but they want to test their skills against someone of that caliber. That's how I'm looking at it. I don't care about no funny little memes and sideways shit that anybody's saying, all of that. I'm not really in all of that. I'm a warrior at this shit. I really go in the ring and do shit. You understand? So that's what I'm on. Salute to Tali. Salute to the Warriors. Salute to the card. Get there. Rebuild, rivalry, whatever the R words are. Just be at all of them because
all of them.
I'll be there. You see it in the corner there. You get me? Salute. That's
Same question for Templar. What do you need Templar to know ahead of time? Because you said you would body him. That was a little different to the answer you gave for Tali. So,
I would all know for Templar.
What do you want him to know ahead of the battle?
Hi, Surfy. Guess what's gonna happen to you, my friend? Going in one of these. Wait. You're going in one of these, sir. We're selling surfer packs. After the 26th, surfer packs on sale, baby. Blue bar packs. Let's get it, man. You see the blue on the pack. Let's go.
Dope.
Now, salute to Surfer, man. He knows what time it is. He knows.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. On your way out, guys, please click the like button. If you're watching this later, please click like. And as I mentioned, ticket links are in the description. You want to see Rivers live. Believe me, you want to see Rivers live. So just go ahead and do that. Do it now. Go buy a ticket if you haven't got one already. Thank you, Rivers, for your time. I guess we'll see you on the 5th.
We will. I'll probably see you before that anyway. I'll speak to you before that. Come on, you know this, but
well, of course.
Salute to everybody in the chat.
Sure. Oh, wait. Trub's in with the last minute question. Do you think if you beat Tali before his battle with Shotty changes anything? Do you think that would change anything if you beat Tali?
I think it will. I don't know, you know. Do you know why? Because I feel like going into this, people have kind of got me as the favorite right now, probably based on current form, as Gemini was saying in one of the spaces the other day. So if people are looking at it like I'm supposed to win, then if I win, what's supposed to change? You understand? I think it might be based on how I win. So if I win, that's cool. But if I win it in a spectacular way, it might change something. But I also think that of any battle, anyone you battle, if you win spectacularly, it changes things. So there's no difference here, innit? For both of us, innit? So yeah. But I do think there's a conversation of Rivers versus Shotty that happens if I do very, 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 very incredibly well against Tali. There's a conversation about that. A public one. There's already a private.
Okay, because that was that. I mean, because I was going to say, like, what kind of conversations have been had in private that need to be made public, Rivers? Just out of interest.
Listen, like Shotty's a competitor, innit? And we've spoken, and Shotty said, Rivers, you already know what time it is. And I'm the one that said to him, bro, before you jump in the ring with a Shotty Horror, you got to build your profile. There's a whole bunch of things that need to be right for you as a guy going into the Shotty Horror battle. I personally think, innit? So I'm trying to build in that way before I step in the ring with him. I'm trying to go in the ring with Shotty Horror and man saying, raw, there's so much classic bodies that we remember Rivers having before I even get there. You understand? There's so much, there's like music, there's this, there's that, there's the other before I even get there. You understand? Because when you get in there with him... Go on.
Would it be this year? What, potentially, based on the performances you have planned?
I mean, I never say never, but, you know, I'm sure Shotty Horror has his whole itinerary lined up for this year already. So I don't think... I think if this year it happens, it's because I've been smoking shit. I've been doing amazing things, and it just makes too much sense. But I can more see it being something that maybe happens on the other side of this little run that I'm supposed to go on right now. You know what I mean? So, who knows? Watch this space, man. Watch this space. You never know.
All right. We're watching you, Rivers. We're watching. All right. Thanks so much for your time again. Thanks, everyone, for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
And see you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.